don't know that Tim needs any introduction, but he's done a lot of work for stream restoration, and he's going to tell us about that. And he is also being honored by the Northeast chapter for his great conservation. He and his organization. Because as Tim told me at one point, he doesn't do any of the work, it's all his staff. But we shouldn't admit that, right?
Yeah, I was telling Jim McDougall I'm the weak link, I think, in all this. So thank you, Fred. Thank you, members of the Northeast TV chapter. Thanks for having me here.
Did everybody sign the attendance sheet?
How are you?
When is nobody ready?
Spring.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Spring.
So yeah, I actually was going to do a presentation about the Division of Ecological Restoration, although I thought I did that like 3 years ago here. So I decided to go out on a limb a little bit and kind of push the envelope in terms of my comfort zone about talking about specific issues. So this is not something I just pulled from the shelf and stuck in the computer and got on the USB stick. This is something that I talked to Eric. Actually, Eric was my counsel. Eric Hutchins of NOAA was my counsel on this because I think one of the things that I find really interesting, having grown up here on the North Shore, on the Park the River, next to the Byfield Stuff Mills, the real intersection of history and the rivers, and in particular, when that history kind of comes together with the removal of dams. And the community gets to come together and talk about what those structures meant to the growth and the development of their communities, and some of the nostalgia, and that nostalgia versus history. And so it's, and we're starting to see it as we've progressed and done a lot of projects, and you can't help but run into history here in Massachusetts, especially if you're working on the coast. So we're working on a lot of projects on the coast. I brought this is sort of my lead slide, because I think this is sort of, and maybe Eric will pull this one through, but this is an example of a community talking about a dam removal project since the mid to early 1800s. When Henry David Thoreau complained about the construction of the dam affecting fisheries. And how Henry French also complained to the Massachusetts legislature about the impacts of this dam. And then just very recently, in 2014, the Middlesex Canal Commission has a very strong interest in this site to help restore the Middlesex Canal, said, basically not over our dead bodies in terms of taking out this dam. So it's really interesting that we haven't really progressed very far, although there is some money and there is some time and energy that's going into the site where we might actually see a resolution. And I can turn that over to Eric, because Eric's been much more closely involved with that, vis-a-vis some damage settlement monies that went into this project to look at fish passage options. But again, I think this is kind of what we want to learn from. We want to learn from the Talbot Mills Billerica. This is the Concord River, for those who aren't familiar. It's the second dam up from the Merrimack. So, as Fred mentioned, I work for the Division of Ecological Restoration. We're one of the 3 divisions within the Department of Fish and Game. So there's the Division of Fisheries and Wildlife, Division of Marine Fisheries, and then the little guy on the block is our Division of Ecological Restoration. And we have about 15 staff. We work across the state. We are focused on restoring aquatic ecosystems. So everything from salt marshes to Atlantic white cedar swamps to emergent wetlands to rivers and streams. And we have a terrific staff, and we are a pretty motivated, passionate group. So to date, you can't quite see them all, but we've almost got to the half-century mark in terms of dams removed in the last 10 years. So we're pushing it. The last 2 I just put these on are they're technically, I don't think they're fully out yet. That's Marlin Place and Balmoral dams on the Shawsheen River. Is anyone? I think there was a site trip.
Yeah, we were there a couple weeks ago.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I've been down to the Tack Factory Dam too.
Yeah, Tack Factory just came out. Yeah, Tack Factory just came out in Hanover, Norwell.
2 more and it won't fit on the slide. What are you going to do?
I know what we'll do. Just have to stop.
No.
Reduce the font.
Yeah.
So again, this just sort of underscores that we're working in some pretty historic towns. 1646, 1694, Raleigh, 1639, 1620 up in the town of Plymouth. And we'll talk a little bit more about Plymouth because there's a lot of great stuff that's happening in Plymouth vis-a-vis river and wetland restoration. So this is what we call the red rash map. So even though we've done 50, that seems very optimistic. We still have a lot of work. Yeah, we have over 3,000. This number's going to come down, obviously, as we start chipping away. But one of the things that's really important, you guys may have heard this before in various talks, but most of the dams in Massachusetts serve no real purpose. And when I mention this is kind of important because it gets to the sort of the history and the cultural piece. And it gets actually into a quote from John Fisk from the Ipswich Historical Committee that I want to actually underscore as maybe sort of a theme for tonight's talk. But again, very few of these dams in Massachusetts are actually serving an active purpose. And only 43 are flood control, 44 are licensed hydropower facilities, and 164 are water supply dams. So we've got a lot of room to play. We've got a lot of opportunity to restore rivers here in Massachusetts. We have about 10,000 miles of river and stream. We've probably opened up maybe 200 in the course of those 50 dam rules. So we still have a lot of opportunities, a lot of great potential. In some ways our work probably will never be done.
When you say open up, are you talking restoring like full flow from inception to larger tributary?
Well, that's the idea. I mean, if you can open up the continuity for an entire stretch, you know, from headwaters to sea. And there is sort of a bit of a myth about free-flowing rivers. I mean, there is obviously, in these low gradient streams, beavers are a really important component. So it's not just, I mean, we're trying to take out the physical man-made obstructions. And to allow sort of Mother Nature to kind of do her work vis-a-vis allowing fish to get from point A to point B, to migrate through the system, but also a lot of the projects we do for water quality benefits, and Jim and I were just talking about this, about how small dams have a pretty negative impact on water quality. We're also interested in the exchange of sediment upstream, downstream. It's really important. Sediment's a really important component of any river system in terms of creating the conditions for spawning habitat, for example, for certain fish. The brown hives are in the culverts. So we have 30,000 culverts approximately in Massachusetts. So 3,000 dams, 30,000 culverts. We have just developed. We've been working on the continuity side in terms of trying to. You know, I know TU's done some projects here in Boxford and elsewhere. We're really trying to ramp up our culvert work. So we really focused on dams initially because the sort of the net benefit, the return on investment. Take out a dam, it's gone. You don't have to. 50 years, you don't have to go back. Whereas culverts, it's a little bit more expensive, a little bit more tricky, but the restoration opportunities are tremendous in terms of, again, opening up rivers, allowing for the exchange of sediment, improving water quality, and the big pitch now is for climate change adaptation and resiliency. So again, after Tropical Storm Irene, they did some studies that showed that the culverts that were bigger, that were built to withstand some of the higher year storms, fared much better, and the communities that had invested in those structures fared much better in terms of road closures, business closures. So we're packaging a lot of our restoration projects into the sort of the world of public safety and in terms of climate change, adaptation, and resiliency. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, Eric, are you going to be able to use the term climate change in the future?
We have other ways of using it and getting the terminology across. Actually, our latest RFP that's out for funding right now, there's nowhere in there, no climate change is mentioned. But anyone that's looking for it, it's there.
Yeah.
You allude to it in several other fashions.
Yes.
Just curious about the 30,000 culverts. How many of those, do you have any idea, cause an impediment?
So there's a high percentage. So the ones we've assessed, it's a much smaller number than the 30,000. It's more around, I think it's probably 5 to 10,000. I believe somewhere around 70% are a barrier to wildlife migration and are not allowing for sort of the full 100-year storm, for example. So that's not a surprise because a lot of these things were kind of done either on the cheap or they're done in an environment that's, we have changing hydrology now with climate change especially. We have higher highs and lower lows. I mean, we're right now into the lower lows section, but talk to people in Vermont after Tropical Storm Irene, those folks were experiencing the higher highs.
Yeah, river went from one side of the street to the other side.
But these,
Took out everything
One guy
between.
now has riverfront property.
How would you characterize, I mean, what constitutes a culvert?
so culverts, anything technically, I think under 10 feet is the definition here in Massachusetts. You know, but I don't know if some of these engineers in the crowd can tell me, but usually it's not an open bottom structure, it's usually a contained structure. It's either a box culvert or a, you know, fully round, you know, essentially a pipe. But 10 feet is kind of where the break is between a bridge, a span distance between a bridge and a culvert. So it's interesting, we'll have, next fiscal year,